Y'all motherfuckers thought it was over. Y'all thought it was over. Y'all didn't believe. Y'all thought that I had one, maybe two, maybe three, maybe four. But we got more, okay? We still here in Texas, South by Southwest, with some of H-Town's finest, the legends. But let me take a step back. I'm Gogh with Brainfreeze TV, and we got
Mike Mills with the closet.
That's that 5 a.m. right there.
Come on now.
5 a.m. right now.
Come on now.
Yeah.
And then we got
the one and only.
Young Deji, baby. Y'all know.
You already know what the fuck
Taylor
going
gang
on.
shit.
Yeah.
So we just gonna talk about the H for a minute, man. I've been soaking in Texas, but y'all told me y'all gonna bring me back out for Houston. So I'm just loving this shit, man. Like it's like y'all are welcoming, but at the end of the day, y'all real. I just want to know how you got your start, and how this came together. Where y'all just like, I walked in and y'all was already lit. Like I was just like, all right, what the fuck, we gotta get this one too.
Great question. That's like a 3-parter, right?
Yeah, bro.
So we'll start with the first part. So I got a shop in Houston, Texas called The Closet. It's located on the 2nd floor of the world famous Johnny Dang's. I had to say it like that. I had to. Johnny, I love you, brother. But yeah.
Very soon, I wish. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
The guy changed my life. But yeah, I started this clothing store. You know, getting like highly sought after shoes and merch, and like I just cultivated like more than a store. It was like an experience when they walked in. It was like being at home. You know, first name basis. You know, what's that? Cheers. Everybody knows your name.
Yeah.
They come in, they you know, and then I already had a following before, which answers part of your next question.
Yeah.
Because I linked up with Young Deji when I was had really humble beginnings. That's what we call it, humble beginnings.
He had the apartment. Niggas didn't know he had the apartment first. The closet was just literally the closet.
Literally.
At his apartment.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And should I come back home? Go right to Mike Mills' closet. You know what I'm saying? We in there.
It was crazy.
Everything you could think of was in that motherfucker.
It was Google.
Everything.
And I know Deji liked it better because he could like holler at me at like 11 o'clock at night if he needed a shirt or something, and I'll actually answer my phone and let him come pull up. Nowadays it's a lot more straight because being at Johnny's, it's something that I feel like was long overdue as far as getting that stamp, but it was like a form of structure for me. Because instead of like, he knows, like some days I may answer my phone at 12 p.m. and start letting people through, or it may be, 5 or 6 because I've been going through something. At Johnny's, it's like, hey, we open at 11 a.m., we're closed at 7, and that's really important. I'll give them a shout out on here. Man, it took a team. You know how it is. It took a team to get where I am, and honestly, the guys at my shop, that's why I'm able to come out here and able to do what I do now, which I actually just came on board, and I manage Peso Peso.
Yeah.
The famous Mexican artist from Houston. From Texas. Yeah, shout out to my brother Peso. Texas City. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got a big album on the way called El Patron 2. We got this play locked in with Empire. It's a beautiful moment. His first major label deal, first major label album El Patron 2. So it's like, for me, it's like a full circle thing, bro. Like, cause it was like, I look at Deji, and let's say Max or my brother that Mexican OT, and I see everybody doing their thing, and it's like, all right, I'm happy with what I'm doing, right? I'm happy that I can I'm the drip guy. You can come get the badass shoes, the kicks, a good experience. I was like, the music industry has always been something that like piqued my interest. So like when the door opens, I know you can attest, like to be a music manager, there's no book on how to do this shit, right? Like when the door opens, you either put your foot in or let it close. And when me and Peso talked, and he shared his vision, and where he wanted to go, and I seen the motion that was already building, and knowing him and his potential and what he's already accomplished, I'm like, I knew we could take this to the next level. I got kind of like, I was privy to like a lot of like different scenarios, even being at the shop and seeing how like to delegate moments and just be yourself and be real around artists. But then like to be able to do something where you can bring value to a situation such as an artist, like that's some crazy shit.
Real shit, bro.
Man, and from the very beginning, did you even think that was going to be part of the journey?
I swear on everything I love, you can ask Deji. Not once did I ever approach any of the people I named to ever be like, let me manage you, let me do this. Because like my thing is like, you either can be a jack of all trades, right? Mm-hmm. be a master of none, or you can focus on one good thing and be the best at it. Which like that was my thing. Like coming up, there's a lot of different avenues I probably could have, and maybe would have helped me a little bit. But my journey was I locked in on doing this at the best I can do it.
You talking about help you, nigga?
Yeah.
Help, nigga, help me. What you talking about? Help you. Fuck. So like you talked about Johnny too, man. Like how did that relationship even come to life? Like
man, that's a crazy question. So I mean, he's in it. So I ain't gonna lie, like that moment happened on like such a crazy. You know, it's like when all the stars align, right? When all the stars align and you start feeling the motion behind something, you know at some point something's gonna click. So like when and this is kind of like a full circle moment. I gotta give my family. I gotta give him a shout out. And shout out to my brother Jay Prince Jr. All Rap Lock, because coming up, that was like that was something I learned from them, and seeing how they moved, and then it got to something realer when I heard that song by Drake, Mob Ties. I reached out to Junior and I was like, "Yo, this would be really dope to turn this. It's bigger than the name. It's bigger than the slogan. I seen people throwing it up and wearing, you know, and Drake obviously." Giving it a huge cosign.
Facts.
I was like, we got to turn this into a streetwear brand. Remember, I'm the streetwear guy. Yeah. So like, boom, I'm family with them. I love streetwear. My first foray is like, how can I do something and tie the two? So I hit Junior up and I said, yo, like we need to do these limited engagement pop-ups. We make it an experience, right? Yeah. Which is what I'm big in and what I love. And so we did the first one, 2018, massive success. 2019, a year later, I finally called Junior again. And I'm like, yo, it's been a year since the last one. We need to do another one. I was like, but Junior, I picked last location. You picked this one. And he was like, we should do Johnny Dang's. And immediately I'm like, he's going to want a shitload of money. Yeah. Junior's like, don't worry, I'm going to talk to him. I said, perfect. I was like, I already know the outcome of this is probably going to be, we're going to get this pop-up. Junior hits me and is like, we're good to go. December 2019, we throw this big pop-up. Like 3,000 people come over the course of like 5-6 hours. And people are buying the merch. Yeah. So like immediately I'm like, but the big moment comes 30 minutes into the pop-up. Dude, Johnny pulls me to the side and was like, you should put your store upstairs. Facts. Literally, when he said that shit to me, man, like, I don't know. I don't think I even processed it because we had a pop-up going on, but like when I left and like detached myself from that moment, like it made me like, it's like emotional. Yeah. Like, you know, because like, for me, man, coming up, like I can't say I'm a perfect person. And I want people to understand that like there's a lot of trials and tribulations, and that's even in my story. You know, don't give up. You know, I had to go to prison. Yeah, I made some mishaps, but like you know, the statistics are against you when that moment happens, right? But I came out and was like, you know, I'm not gonna be a statistic, and you know, I'm gonna push my journey and just be a good person, and like, you know, at the end of the day, was part of my journey. Like, I can never say that I didn't go to prison. I did, you know, I fucked up.
Well, sometimes bad weather steers you in a direction to dodge the real storm.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And at one time when you recognizing that and making the change, that's all that you were supposed to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what was supposed to happen happened. Look at you today. Man,
I'll tell you what, dude. It's one of those things, man. And I'm like, y'all got me at like 5:30 in the morning, so like this is literally feeling like an out of body experience even talking right now. Cause like I feel like my mouth, I'm just like saying things, but it sounds like it's sort of making sense. I hope when y'all like, and I don't ever smoke woods. Deji got me.
Hang out with this motherfucker you go to.
Yeah, shit. You live and direct, man. Straight Houston, Texas shit, man. We just gonna keep on doing this shit and keep on being consistent, you feel me? And just never giving up. You feel me? That's really the whole thing, you feel me? And we were one of the realest one.
Likewise. Like what he said, man. The it's symbiotic now. To be relevant, you have to be consistent. If you're consistent, that's how you keep up with your relevancy. And if you don't, and if you're not consistent, no matter how good your music is or how good you even in my field, you may think but at the end of the day, if you're not consistent, it doesn't matter, man. You could have $1 million in merch, but if you're not making the content and showing the people stuff like this, you know, it's this that builds the moments that are like, it's bigger than, like I said, bigger than a store. That even how I landed my shit was like, I always was a firm believer. I told my guys at the shop, us selling this one shoe, us selling this one piece of clothing the video that we give people showing the purchase of it or a celebrity coming in is equally as important now. Because it doesn't matter because everybody can buy some clothing. You know, they can. There's a million stores out there. The reason why I'm super well known is because of relationships that I established throughout the years. You know, right. And like that no matter like if anyone's watching this, right? Like get in whatever lane you want to be in. Just know if you come in this lane in Houston, just kind of soda up, all right? I gotta talk my shit one time, all right.
Talk your shit. Yeah. Talk your shit right here. Yeah. Talk your shit. Go crazy. Go crazy. Go crazy.
Yeah. With that being said, pull up to the closet.
Yeah.
But if you won't, I will.
On God.
Straight up, man.
Well, I got one question I ask everybody. What was your source? I mean, like the very beginning to even get you to, let's say, if you want to give yourself one moniker, one title, right? Mm-hmm. What was your source at the very beginning to even get you to that point?
Man, that's a tough question just to label in just one. Like, I'm going to say this. What got me going?
Yeah, that is tough, bro.
Yeah, super tough.
I'm gonna get the same thing.
It make you think.
Yeah.
It make you think.
Yeah.
My logo is a brain, bro. I have to make you think. I gotta try.
There's two things. I ain't gonna lie. There's three things that keep me going in the shoot. They're super short answers. So first is God, right? I'll straight up. I pray. I always talk to God. You know, or your higher power. Next one, I'm gonna say this. I just want to make my mom really proud.
Yeah,
and my father too, and because I put them through such hard years that like I just want them to be proud, you know. And the last thing is because of time, and because time isn't forever, and I'm 39 now, and what I would give to be probably any of y'all's ages, and be having this knowledge and knowing what I could do, and wishing that, you know, like man, I wish I was like just 32. But I'm not. My last year until I'm 40, right? And I said, but you gotta think. Basically, half my life is done. You know, if you can live to 80, life is great. You know, a lot of people don't make it that far. So immediately, like, boom, time, because it's like, damn, half my life is gone. So where's the next half going?
Yeah,
it expires that quick in the blink of an eye. I ain't gonna lie, it really starts in the 30s, bro. It was all a blur.
Yeah,
real tough.
Well, shit, man.
We gotta get some fucking breakfast and
I gotta do something.
Fucking
gang,
man. And on that
note,
y'all
everything.
Yeah. Enjoyment 2 on the way. Hey, Patron 2 on the way.
You know,
yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Brainfreeze TV.
Still a whole lot of this, man.
Yeah.
On them.
Shout out my DJ Oreo.
And when I come to the H, I'm coming to see that closet.
Man,
come on now. Let's get it.
Man, I appreciate you, bro.